Okay, so welcome members. Welcome to the Planning and Infrastructure Committee meeting on the 9th of December. I think, Eileen, I'll ask people to, can you see everybody who's here, or do you want me to ask them to?
Currently, I've obviously got yourself, Councillor Makinson, Councillor Stuart Piper, Councillor Moore, Hetherington and Councillor Campbell. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, Councillor Ara's on.
Oh, of course, yeah, thank you.
Councillor Nix is here.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
Ah, okay. Okay, so I think that's the full quota. Yeah, okay. Oh, did you get Councillor Linda Piper?
I have now.
Yeah. I can see you now, Linda.
Yeah, you're on. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Right, item 1, apologies. Do we have any?
We do Councillor Huxley and Councillor Young.
Thank you. Item 2, any declarations of interest? I'll take that as a no.
I got my hand up here, just one.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see you do it.
Yeah, just one, Chair. The planning application, I think it's number 4, for St James Avenue, is opposite mine and Linda's house. No financial interest, but obviously a community interest for our neighbours.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you. Right, we'll take that. Is that item 3, minutes of the meeting of the 11th of November? Could I have a proposal?
Councillor Campbell.
Councillor Campbell proposed, and Councillor Piper, Stuart Piper, seconded. Well, item 4, the planning applications, and the first one that I've got is one. I've got the Oak Hotel 66 Harbour Parade.
That's an application for listed building consent for erection of a 2-storey front extension with balcony at first floor. It's listed building consent and the normal building consent. Thank you. Called in by Councillor Makinson and Councillor Campbell.
Can I just say before we start, members, on that I've called that into Thanet District Council planning. I don't know what's happened here. Something's gone wrong. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Sorry about that, Chair. Okay, so you've got the application, obviously the Oak Hotel. So you can see my terrible drawings in orange there. So it will be coming out level with the existing oak building, as seen in the bottom picture. I'll go on to the plan. So obviously that's, if you can see that, it's the outline. It shows where the proposed extension is going to be. It's going to be level with the existing building. So you have the top image, which is as it is existing, and then you have. Sorry, someone just tried to take control. Right, and now you've got the proposed at the top there. So they're basically extending it out the same dimensions as it is existing. So just an aerial view. So that's existing ground floor balcony. You can see the entrance to the hotel and existing balcony over for ground floor, and that's the proposed. So they're bringing it out level with the entrance.
Okay.
But they're building it 2 stories, aren't they?
Yes, so that's just the ground floor. So so this is the first floor existing, obviously with the existing balcony. And
no, that's not the.
Then you've got
is the existing balcony.
Yep, and then you've got the proposed extension of the balcony, which is bringing it straight out flush with the existing building. members to comment.
Any comments, members?
Well, I think it's
Chair,
obtrusive.
Councillor Piper here.
Right, Stuart, carry on.
It's obviously the conservation area and the technical matters involved in getting this right. If it has been called in for TDC to have a look at, I guess my view would be let's leave it up to TDC and the planning department and the legal bods to make sure they get it right. Thanks.
Yeah, because it is a listed building as well, I think, and that's the point, I think, not only in the conservation area. Pat, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm slightly confused by why they want to gain what's probably 3 feet for quite a lot of expense. And the existing entrance to the Oak Hotel is now in that little triangle, which is not brilliant. But it's mainly the elevations, which are so crudely drawn that you can't really see what they're proposing to do. But I think Councillor Piper is right. Let's leave it up to the TDC to forensically examine it. It's a bit of a shame, really, to change it. But
Peter, did you?
Yes, I've got a view. I think it's obtrusive. It's a listed building in a conservation area. I think it's obtrusive and spoils the character of the actual building itself. I'm going to oppose the actual extension, this application.
me too.
On those grounds.
Okay, so you're proposing that, Peter, and Pat, you're seconding that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone against that? No, so all in favour of that?
Yep.
Okay, we take that. Take that as what that's carried. Thank you. Second item, please, Eileen.
Thank you. It's Westcliff Ramsgate Service Station. They're looking to be open 24 hours. The current opening hours are 6 till 11 p.m. We do have the supporting statement if you wish to see it. So it basically is they want to open 24 hours. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the Texaco station on Westcliff, and I'll just bring up the statement for you. So this is the supporting opening statement. So the site is currently open 6 till 11, and they want to make it 24-hour. They've said that the car wash operation will remain at the present time of 6 till 9. Their summary is the nearest service station identified for 24-hour service is the Dumpton area, and also in St Lawrence.
Okay.
Chair, Councillor Campbell here.
Go ahead, Peter.
Okay, yeah, I'm concerned about this. Do we know if this particular store sells alcohol?
That's exactly the same thought I had.
Yes,
I believe it does, but I don't know what their alcohol license is.
It does.
Yeah.
They do sell alcohol, yes.
Yeah.
They do.
I think this will be disruptive to the local residents, and I'm going to oppose it on those grounds.
Yeah, I agree.
I second it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else got anything else to say?
I'll just comment that
Yes,
it's
please.
the only shop in Ramsgate, this is irrelevant really, that's open on Christmas Day, which is really useful. But that's not really relevant to this. But I agree. I see no reason for it to be open.
Okay, so all in favour of Peter's motion? I'll take that as read then. I'll take that we're in agreement with Peter's motion to object.
Thank you, Chairman. Okay, your next one is 4 St James's Avenue, called in by Councillor Stuart Piper. erection of 1 3-bed dwelling and 2 semi-detached 2-bed dwellings. This is a change to an application. They've already had one agreed, and now they're putting in 2 more properties. But Dean can show you that. Thank you.
Okay, so for the councillors that were with us in 2017, this is the site just off of Whitehall Road, St James's Avenue. So what I've done is, rather than draw on it, I've got the existing bungalow area, and I've got the what the plans are at the bottom there. So it's split into 3 plots, plot 1, 2 and 3. Plot 3 came to us before, and you can see in the bottom right hand side that the white lines at the top of that plot were the original design, where I believe we commented before we had concern of height, and then they did reduce that, and that was agreed. Obviously that was in 2017, so 3 years has passed, so hence this new application. So I'll just show you, so that's the site plan. Okay, so this is for plots. This is for plots 1 and 2, which is the images on the left of that original at the bottom. So you've got the kind of big block design, and then you've also got plot 3, which is the original design. That design for that existing, not existing, the house for plot 3 has not changed from the original application. So I believe last time we supported the application and appreciated the concerns, the applicant for the concerns that we gave. So, but yeah, it's for council to comment.
Members, any comments?
Yes, please.
Was that Pat?
Yeah. I read the supporting statement that they gave. I mean, this is just a query, really. They said there was a piece of wasteland that ought to be built on. Where is the wasteland? I'm presuming it's Councillor Piper for me.
That I don't know.
No?
Chair?
Yes, Stuart.
The plot currently looks like wasteland because there was originally a property on the site which was demolished because of lots of asbestos in the building. Historically, this application put in to build one very tall house on the site. As Dean says, they changed the design, dropped the height, and were granted planning permission for one house on the site. Earlier this year, they applied to build 3 houses on the site, to which we objected, overdevelopment of the area. And when it came to Thanet District Council, officers declined the application for overdevelopment of the site. What he's done on this one is drop the roof a tiny bit more on plot 3, which is at the corner of St James Avenue and Queen's Avenue. And what concerns us still as neighbours, and all the immediate neighbours around, many of whom have written to TDC, is the overdevelopment of the site. And when we look at these pictures, as is typical, there are no dimensions on the pictures, but there's lots of artistic license showing trees and cars parked under carports and so on. We obviously know this site very, very well. And when you look at the sides of the house going front to rear, 5 meters is an average size for a house of this nature. And if you look at the area marked rear garden, it's less than half the length of the house, which means 2 meters or so. So I think it's a bit rich to call it a garden when it's about a 6-foot space behind the back door. Most of us neighbours really do believe it is overdevelopment of the site. It is far too cramped. He's shown on these drawings cars parked under there. There just isn't the room. Another objection that's been raised are the balconies on the bedroom floors overlooking properties on either side. Personally, I suspect he's put the balconies there to give somebody something to moan about so we can take the balconies down. But there we are. Our objections as neighbours remain the same. Overdevelopment of the site, and there is no vehicular access along there into those gardens, and there's nothing on here that says they're going to drop the curb, so they would all have to unlawfully drive up and over the pavement.
Thank you, Stuart. Anybody else?
Hello,
Who's that?
it's Pat Makinson.
Hi, Pat.
Just on the size of the garden, for the big house at the top, they have got garden round the front as well. So it's not just that little bit at the back. They have got a rather curious, I suppose it's a shed, is it? There's a little building in the garden. I'm not sure what that is. And I can't read it. Anyone know what that is? It's a shed, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chair.
Right.
Yes, it looks as though there's a garden at the front, but in fact it's not. It's almost up to the gate, which is the pavement area. It's very close. It's less than 3 feet from the boundary of the property. And that little shaded area at the Queen's Avenue end is currently a double pull-in for a car, but that is the only access onto that site.
I have to say personally that I think it does look to be a bit cramped. The two other houses look cramped on there, so
Yeah.
I think, quite happy with that one house on the end, but I think the others are cramped, so that's just my view. Does anybody want to make
getting 3 houses on the site? I have spoken to him and said, look, fella, if you put in for 2, you're likely to get it, but I think you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
But he doesn't pay any attention. He's had it declined once already.
That's his choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to make a proposal at all?
I'd like to propose it's overdevelopment of the site. Having said that, I have declared an interest, so it might be better coming from someone else.
Well,
I'll propose that. Site, living conditions.
Yeah. Did you get that, Eileen?
I did, thank you.
Okay, I'll second that. Anyone else got any other comments on this? So unless I hear anybody against, I will take that as that we've approved that recommendation.
I'm against. Pat Makinson.
Yes, what I'm saying, Pat. Yeah, if you're against, no, I meant if you're against.
I'm against the motion.
You're against the motion, okay?
Yeah, I think it's all right. But having said that, I meant to go up today to actually look at the site. I think it's something that needs to look at before a decision. And I also hate the elevations, but that's not the point.
Well, it is the point. Yeah, that is part of it, Pat. Is that
yeah,
design, access, parking, crampedness.
Yeah, I don't like the elevations, but I do think that there's enough room for those 3 houses in an urban area.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Is there anybody else against? No, okay, well that's carried with 1 against. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. The next application called in by yourself is 21 The Retreat, erection of a 2-bedroom house with associated parking. Thank you.
Okay, so this plan, it just be loading. This is in the Northwood area, just off of Newington Road. So as you can see there, bad drawing, it should just load. Bad drawing in the bottom left, so I've put the actual the plan on the right there. So it's a small wedge of land at the end of the retreat.
Can't see it.
Okay, give it a couple of seconds. Has it appeared now for you?
No.
Okay.
Just thinking about it.
How about now?
I still haven't got it, Dean.
Okay.
Right, got it.
Oh, bear with me a second. Let me jump out and jump back in. Okay. Okay, how about now?
Not yet. Don't seem to be working, Dean. Oh, there we go.
Okay, yep. Right, perfect. So, yep, so it's the small wedge of land at the end of the retreat. So we did comment back in 2017 again on this application. I'll show you the plans from 2017 to give you an idea of the changes that they've made. So this is the original application from 2017. You can see the top row there that they did as a slanting roof with a dormer at the side elevation. So now I'll just go on to the plans that they've for this application. So they've squared off the house at the top, and they've put the dormers at the front and rear elevations. Council to comment.
Members? Any
Yes.
comments?
It's Pat Makinson. Was the original proposal accepted by TDC? Did they get planning permission for that?
Yes, that was granted.
All right, okay. I have no problem with it, but
I mean,
No,
obviously,
me. No.
sorry, Peter.
Sorry, I agree with Pat. I've got no problem with this.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted to see it. That was all. I didn't see it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that because the principle of development of a property has already been approved. I think the design is better, so I'm quite happy with that. Anybody else? No. So proposition for no comment.
yes, I will.
Okay, Pat and Peter second that.
Yeah, I seconded.
Okay. All anybody against? Okay, thank you. That's carried. That's the end of the applications as far as what I've got.
That's correct.
Correct, Amundo?
You're correct, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. And item 5 is the Town Clerk report. Over to you, Arlene.
Thank you. This came in very late. I believe you all know the work of our kitchen on the Isle of Thanet, CIC, where they're providing food at St George's Church. I did send the application and the report through to you very late, so you may not have seen it, so I'll go through it for you.
Thank you.
They're requesting £760. We have over 22,000 left in the Ramsgate Fund pot. The funding is sought to enable the CIC to further promote their food club held in St George's Church Hall in order to reach more families in need of help in Ramsgate. They've currently got 362 families registered, but this campaign will hopefully reach many more who need help, especially at this time. Families register and can gain access to affordable food, recipe cards and advice on healthier eating, as well as meal kits and homemade produce. They wish to purchase a banner, leaflets, social media adverts and shelving for fridges and freezers and some display baskets with the £760. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Members, any?
I propose, yes, granted, 760 quid.
I second it.
Who's seconding that, sorry?
Councillor.
Pat, you was first.
I just wanted to say it's very close to where I live, and I've been in several times. And it is very underused at the moment, which is a shame. Particularly, they've got a lot of fresh food in there, so I would fully support getting it out there a bit more. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Becky?
Yes. Sharon's actually helped. You know, I do 2 days a week.
Sorry, David, I haven't seen you.
Royal Harbour. I do 2 days a week at the Royal Harbour, and they normally send out 30 food parcels. But we've linked up with Sharon. We found some of our funding. I'm hoping some of you guys will give me your 50 quid towards this. But we're now, with Sharon's support, distributing nearly 300 food parcels across most of Ramsgate to families at the Royal Harbour that are in desperate need, and some will go out again in January.
Aye.
So she does a fabulous job, and by linking together with other places like the Royal Harbour, we're able to feed lots of families. We shouldn't have to, but yeah, give her the money.
Yeah, well done, Becky. David?
Yeah, I've been concerned for some time now that these sorts of activities in Ramsgate, welcome though they are, aren't particularly well advertised, unlike the similar ones in Margate and Broadstairs. Yeah. So when I had the opportunity to encourage them to put in for money for advertising, at it, which I think is why we've got the application before us.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yes. Thank you.
Carry on.
Mr. Chair, yes. May I?
Yes, please do.
Yes, I agree with Councillor Green. I think he's the Councillor Green actually approached myself and Councillor Wing if Sharon needed any support. So when I opened the shop about 6 weeks ago, yeah, I did, tell Sharon that, there are funds available and she should apply. So here it is, and I think we should support it. And I think it does need a banner, especially on the front of the hall. There is no sign at all, and other leaflets plus the social media advertisement as well. Yes, I fully support it. Thank you.
Seems pretty much everyone's supportive of that. Can I have a proposer, please?
I propose full amount, please.
Seconder?
I'll second.
Thank you, Pat. So unless I hear from anybody who's against, account that as being approved.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.
Just to advise you, I have £300 ready to go to the Royal Harbour. If Councillor Wing could let me know who to make it payable to and where to send it, I will have that ready this week.
Yes, thank you, Eileen. What we're doing with our £300 is we're actually buying the bags that the food will go in, and the town promoters creating a little postcard that will have the Royal Harbour, My Kitchen and Ramsgate Town Council on that. We may well need some help on the 21st delivery if anybody wants to volunteer, but I'll make sure the money... what will probably happen is I'll go and buy the bags and then claim it back off you, but I'll send you an email tomorrow, Eileen.
Thank you. Thank you, that's fine.
Eileen,
Okay.
Eileen, would you please put my £50 towards Becky's fund?
I have some members already. I can't remember who off the top of my head. I'll just double check you haven't already done that, Councillor Ara. But yeah, if not, I will add that to it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think I put 50 quid in. Could you check that, Eileen?
I will email members who have.
I think I did as well. I think can't remember.
Yes, you did.
Just one item from the chair, if I may, please, Eileen.
Yeah.
Just to advise members, I've been with me TDC hat on, and as obviously somebody who lives in Ramsgate, I've been appalled lately about the state of the area relating to graffiti all over the town. So I've asked the Thanet District Council officers and our town clerk, so we can work together to identify every area, finding out how much Thanet District Council's got in its budget, and for us to take some action against the graffiti. So it's not going to happen overnight, but I'm just letting you know that I think it's something that, and you know, we've got to be proud of our town, and we've got to do stuff to make it look better. I mean, these people are just getting away with bloody murder, as far as I can see. And I wouldn't mind so much if it was decent, if it was good art, but it's not. It's just rubbish. Maybe they should go down on the art barge and do it or something. Maybe. Pat, you've muted, Pat.
I was in Deal yesterday, and a forensic examination of Deal. There is no litter anywhere. There's certainly no graffiti. There's nothing. So I want to, and I've already looked up, talk to some of the councillors there to see if they do anything different from us or whatever. And I've already looked at the list of councillors. Does anyone know anyone there? I mean, if they don't say what party they're from, and obviously I'd rather talk to a Labour one. No, nobody knows anyone.
Eileen Roburn.
Oh, okay, I saw her name. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. She's the mayor as well, Mayor of Deal.
Okay, because I was with the Litter Forum this afternoon. There was an earlier meeting, and you know it is better in Ramsgate, but it's still bloody awful. And Deal, I wouldn't want to live there. It's a bit too tidy, but they're doing something that we don't do.
Well, I think, Pat, you got to, you know, we have to realise where we are. We have to realise the deprivation that we've got. We have to realise the traffic of people in and out of Ramsgate. You know, with high turnovers of people in multiple occupancy, etc., and people who are attracted to the town. You know, and we're never ever going to get it perfect, but I think we need to try better, and that's why I want to try and start. If the town's looking better, if I put a bag of rubbish down on the ground and leave it, someone else is going to come up and put another bag of rubbish down, and that's how that's how these things work. So as soon as someone puts graffiti up, then it's got. So we need to find a way forward, and that's what I'm hoping that we will be able to do, and hopeful then we can come back to this council with some proposals that we hope that will be able to be supported by the town council in conjunction with Thanet District Council. So I will be bringing that back to you sometime in the new year. Okay, thank you.
Chair, may I just say, I would like to thank you especially because I do see the mechanical road sweeper every morning in the town centre, which is a very, very good thing, and that does keep our town centre very tidy and attractive, better than before anyway. So,
yeah.
No, thank you for your help.
No worries. Okay, members, that's the end of the meeting at 7:35, and thank you ever so much, and look forward to seeing you at the next one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I don't think we got one before Christmas, have we?
No, we
So
haven't.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
From here.
Christmas.
And Happy New Year.